The new Combat and Power Bloodhunt update is here and is set to shake up the meta with major changes to abilities, lootable artifacts which are hidden in safes dotted around the map, and a new weapon, the dual shotguns. So get yourself comfy because this channel is your one-stop shop for all Bloodhunt news, tips and guides. Let's begin with matchmaking changes and server performance. New players will now be more protected from veteran players and have more time to practice against bots before being thrown into the deep end. Players will be prevented from leaving a queue when the matchmaker has found enough players to start a match. This will help prevent starting with uneven numbers in TDM, and will also help prevent groups with missing players. Several optimizations to improve responsiveness and overall server performance have been made, with additional improvements to come in future updates. If you are still experiencing issues though, please get in touch with the Sharkmob support team as it will really help them pinpoint any further issues. The Resonance buff progression has had some major changes. You no longer need to unlock available slots and can gain the full 12 buffs from spawn. The Resonance buff UI has had an overhaul, making the progression to maximum power clearer and more visually appealing. You will now gain a random resonance through diablerie or feeding on entity, but the number of civilian NPCs in Prague has decreased to help balance this out. Archetype abilities have had some major changes to open up for additional strategic play instead of just using your guns all the time. Vandal's Earthshock damage has been increased, and is further multiplied the higher the point is that you drop from relative to the target you're applying damage to. The knock-up force has also been reduced, giving the enemy less time suspended helplessly in the air. These changes will likely reduce the chances of the one-shot takedown approach that we've seen in the past with shotguns in particular. The knockback force of Brute's Shockwave Punch and the hit damage has increased. It should now be a little easier to push your targets off the high ground than before. Siren's Blinding Beauty will now silence the affected opponent, but the duration of the effect is slightly shorter. Previously, the flash would not prevent you from using any abilities at all, so now it will be more important that you react faster to the flash before it goes off. The Katana Reflect ability can also be silenced, so no easy getaways there. Muse's Rejuvenating Voice instant heal amount has been raised slightly, and is now more difficult for other players to interrupt the channeling. Prowler's Scouting Famulus now has the added effect of making revealed enemies take more damage from all sources. This is a major change that finally adds utility to the ability outside physically seeing your enemies. This will become a must-have in team play, so get practicing your Nosferatu. Saboteur's Sewer Bombs damage has been increased. Enforcer's Unyielding Charge damage has been doubled, and Warden's Shackles cast time has been sped up. A brand new artifact system has been introduced. Artifacts can be found in safes, which will have different locations each match. These artifacts will grant you special abilities when picked up, but you can only use one artifact at a time. The first artifact to be added to the game is Expeditus's Boots, which will grant you the ability to double jump. Along with safes having different spawns each match, Camera de Cache chests will also rotate each match. You'll be able to find them using your heightened senses, but keep in mind that they still require a key to open. Bots have had several upgrades to their logic and their wardrobe. These changes include better use of abilities, better consumable economy, better target awareness, and random cosmetics to make them less distinguishable from human opponents. A brand new weapon makes its way to Prague with this update. The dual shotguns are two double-barreled sawed-off shotguns with a capacity of 4 rounds. These shots can be fired in quick succession for some huge damage at short range, and come in a variety of rarities. Weapons have had a major rework to their damage ranges across the board. These changes aim to more clearly define their use cases and will no longer depend on rarity. There are now 6 classes of damage range, with every weapon and rarity within a class sharing the same damage range. These classes are shotguns, which include the pump-action shotgun, except for the legendary variant, double-barreled, and dual shotguns. Short range, which include the pistol, dual pistols, silenced SMG, and Tommy gun. Mid-range, which includes assault rifle, light machine gun, and minigun. Mid to long range, which includes toggler and burst rifle. Long range, which includes revolver, marksman rifle, 9-barreled rifle, and hunting rifle. And very long range, which has only the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle gets a brand new scope reticle, which should help with aligning your shots better, and the gold variant can now reload a little bit faster to compensate for its limited magazine size. This new rate of fire should now match the other sniper rarities, massively increasing its usefulness. Some other high ammo capacity weapons have seen their magazine size changed. The hunting rifle also sees an increase to its fire rate, which aims to be less punishing if you miss a shot, and allow you to more reliably apply the bleed effect on your targets. The dual crossbows have finally been nerfed, with the fire rate being lowered, and explosion area of effect damage dropping off at a shorter range. You will now have to be a lot more accurate with them to get their full damage potential. And that's it for me. Thank you for watching and listening to my coverage video. Come on over to my Twitch channel during the update for some awesome drops, or check out some of my other Bloodhunt videos.